Welcome to another episode of So You Think You Can Pitch. My name is Stephen Carrick, and with me as ever is Peter Roccaforte. Peter, hit it with the intro.
And we are two pitch artists that learned from the best of the best decades ago to become the best of the best. From the Atlantic City Boardwalk to your local grocery store and big box retailer, we made companies millions of dollars selling products you'd probably roll your eyes at. Now we're searching social media for pitches that are going to make our hearts sing, finding products and personalities that make you want to buy or make you want to cry. Welcome to another episode of So You Think You Can Pitch.
Garment steamers?
Garment steamers.
Garment steamers? Oh, garment steamers.
I love garment steamers. Can I just say that, oh man, like growing up, I always hated ironing. I just thought that like, why do people do this? And then I reached a phase where I was like, I don't have to iron. I'll just wear wrinkly clothes. And then like you step into adulthood and you're like, that's not okay. Like you're injuring your image by like relinquishing yourself to a life of just wrinkly clothes all the time. And then my partner at the time was like, we need a steamer. And I was like, what the hell is that? And she was like, we just need one and we're going to buy one. And I'm like, all right, well, how much are they? And she's like, well, this one that I want is like $200. And I was like, that sounds like a lot of money for, I was like, I can get an iron for $30. And she's like, yeah, but you don't like using the iron. And I was like, all right. So after that back and forth, the $200 steamer showed up and I never looked back. We just had stuff on a hanger. It was like you just comb it with this steam brush, and all of a sudden, all the wrinkles on all your clothes are out all the time. I was literally doing it every day before work. I was like, all right, let me just fucking steam every damn thing I can get my hands on. Epic product. But then, like, I became a digital nomad, and that flew right off the table. Like, I was back to wrinkly clothes man because I was just like, I can't fit this anywhere.
Well,
so they do have travel steamers. They've got like the little, like the handheld ones that are really nice. But man,
this is an iron and a steamer. So, in the initial research, people are using it it's a steamer iron. So this episode title's bad.
A styron
as ironer.
I think styron's better.
There's no thinking. But I appreciate
are you having another one of
language.
Another one of your special strokes, Steve?
Oh well, so to the surprise of precisely no one, I loved ironing. Like that was one of the chores.
Hours and hours, just
a repetitive task.
I would go to the laundromat and ask around. I just like, do you need your clothes ironed?
I've been thrown out of nicer places than this, but yeah. So it I know, but that phase that you're talking about, I was very much curious about that as a young person because I was like, well, if this is what everyone is doing, should I do this as well? Because you are a certain age where you think like, oh, like I am cool enough to pull off wrinkly clothes, you know?
Yeah. What's the big deal? Who cares?
And then looking back, you're like, oh no, I just didn't care and no one expected it of me.
Right. Right. I also like diluted myself to think in complete delusion that if I put my clothes I was going to wear in the shower with me, like if I hung it like outside,
I heard that
like, on the door.
Yeah. Like the steam will just
the steam's gonna steam the whole outfit, and then I can just give it a little shake, and all the wrinkles fall right out. Like nope. And then they had that wrinkle release spray that does not work at all. I'm sorry if you're one of the corporations that generates that bullshit, but like that fucking shit does not work. It does. Like
I love
no
how there
brand.
was an apology and then simultaneously calling the product bullshit.
Yeah, it's total bullshit. Like that's one I wouldn't pitch. What I'd like to do is I'd like to see one of those sprays that works really well so that I can pitch it. Because I think if you went into a store and you had super wrinkly clothes and you just went, you could give it one good tug and there was like a sharpness to the demo, and on that tug, like you literally saw the wrinkles come out, that would be some shit. Like that would be a worthwhile product. But what happens when you do that is you're like, and then you give the tug, and then all the wrinkles just spring back into it, just like a slight tiny bit, not as bad as they were previously. And you're like, that does me zero favors. I still need to fucking iron this thing. So
yes, yeah. When we were, I was the type of ironer. I would also use starch. Like I wanted it to stand up in a corner. The other reason we used heavy starch too. At one point, not only did my dad own a laundromat, but my entire family was doing Taekwondo. And for the tournaments, you would starch the uniforms and iron them so that when you made the punches and everything, the uniform would pop because of the stiffness of the fabric and make like a popping noise. And that just sort of like everybody did it. I mean, it was just one of those like selling points of your forms and stuff like that. But that
you know what they say, once you pop, you can't stop.
Once you pop, you cannot stop. That is, in fact, what they say.
We are not sponsored by Pringles, by the way, in case anyone's
we're not sponsored by irons either, or
we're not
wrinkle release, or frankly anything at all.
but we do use
Fast Moss. We got a free account from Fast Moss, so we're on our way. This is where we get
well on our way. Write to us at soyouthinkyoupitch@gmail.com. Tell us who should be sponsoring us and why. If you are Pringles, like we'll take your sponsorship. We'll keep saying.
Once you pop, you can't stop. Don't stop. And if you want to check us out, please head out to our TikTok profile at So You Think You Can Pitch. It's So You Think You Can Pitch at everywhere. We don't have Instagram yet. Do we need one? Should we do that?
I mean, if we want to reach our age group, probably.
Oh shit. You're not wrong.
Like boomers are on Facebook, millennials are on Instagram, everyone else is on TikTok. So
the fact that there is such a thing as legacy social media is just cuckoo bananas to my brain. Because you and I were of the time. Well, we were pre-internet, first of all, but also we remember
we just
like you had to have a .edu. What's that?
So we just lost half of our viewership with that comment. Pre-internet, I'm out of here.
Well, shit. What the hell do these guys know?
Either that or tell me more. What was that like?
What was it like in the before times? Email used to come on paper right to your house. We called them letters. I was explaining to my daughter, I forget what it was. We went to a wedding for a friend of mine, and she was 7 or 8 at the time. And they did the thing where you had disposable cameras at all the tables, and we were taking all the pictures, and she was getting confused. Like she took like 3 or 4 pictures in a row. She was getting confused, and she's like, "Why can't I see what the picture is?" And I was like, "Oh, well."
And you're like, "Oh, honey, you're never going to see that picture. Even when you get it developed, you're not going to see it."
How much time do you got? Because I had to explain film, apertures. Actually, I didn't have to. I just launched into the explanation. But like
while you were ironing, by the way.
I was ironing the tablecloth. I was like, this, yeah.
Trivial knowledge and menial tasks. My favorite. This is perfect.
Well, that was the other thing. This is unrelated now. We're just fully off track and I don't care. But she was asking me how to knit when she was like 4 or something. And I didn't know. So we watched, YouTube tutorials to like learn how to knit together. And as children are wont to do, quickly went to the next thing. And meanwhile, I'm like, I don't know. I like it. And so I started knitting like crazy. Do you need a sweater or anything, by the way? Because
I'll take a sweater. I'll take a pair of mittens for sure.
Oh yeah, mittens are fine. Sweaters are the most fun because they take the longest. Although I guess I could knit a blanket. Oh, I could knit a blanket.
There you go.
Anyway, all right. And do you know what I'm going to do when I get that blanket done? Is I'm going to steam it to tighten all the fibers together. That is something you actually do.
You shouldn't use an iron. You should use a garment steamer.
Do you know what started this whole train of thought? Is that I was talking about ironing. I've never used garment steamers. I don't understand the point of them, frankly. Is it to release wrinkles? Like, that's the whole thing?
Yes.
And okay, so just iron it.
Picture this. The iron.
I guess you can't iron everything.
Well, the thing about an iron is that, like, first off, you need the board surface, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can't just iron in the midair, can you?
No.
So you need a whole station to be able to iron. And then there's the fact of, like, where do I put the iron because it's so hot? I got to hang it over here, or I got to put it over there. I've burnt myself on irons before. Maybe it's just because, you know, I'm a dweeb, but whatever. Like, I think there's a safety hazard there. If you don't know the iron's hot, that's a problem. And then the other challenge with irons is that, like, you have to know where to put the iron, or you could make the shirt or pair of pants even worse than it is in the first place. Like, it's all about working the creases in order to do. And no one ever taught me how to work the creases with the iron.
Okay.
So I was always trying to use the iron and then putting wrinkles in the shit that I didn't even know. I was putting wrinkles in other areas while I was trying to get wrinkles out of some areas. Like, the iron was always this elusive thing to me because I didn't know how to work the creases yet. It wasn't until after, unfortunately, I got the garment steamer that I then realized how to use the iron. But with the garment steamer, it's like, you can do this thing in midair. I could hold it like this and iron my shirt in midair like this. And I don't need to know about creases. I don't need to have a station. Like, this is just like free form wrinkle release using, like, a brush that is shooting hot steam out of it at all times.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
I guess that does make sense. Ironing is something that was shown how to do. Like, I was taught by
your dad owned a laundromat, bro.
Yeah, but okay. That's fair. Oh, those industrial, like, where you have those industrial irons where you can just, like, if you flatten out the shirt and just and then it's like completely flat, like, those are cool.
I've never even seen that before.
It's just a shirt size ironed, is essentially, and you put everything except the collar in it, and you can, well, I guess if you wanted the crease in the collar, you could flatten it. But yeah.
So what preemptively value propositions are you thinking are going to need to be in the garment steamer iron combo based on your extensive expertise in this field?
Oh, I don't believe it's extensive at all, but I think our two starting points for getting wrinkles out of clothes have highlighted a lot of the things, like an iron, to use an iron. And we're talking about, like, granted, I've seen the ones where you had to, like, heat the iron on the stove, and, like, you put the water in the thing, and it's like, there's no, like, thing. So, like, the ease of, like, adding the water canister to the iron, like, already adds so much. But to your point of, like, unless you know how to work the creases or put in creases or do any of those things, you need something that is, like, so foolproof, so easy to use, to get the output that you want, and, like, have no risk at all of damaging your clothes.
Yeah, I like that. No risk of damaging clothes, because that's something that I think gets overlooked. Like, somebody tries to use it on a piece of, like, lace or very light, delicate fabric, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, this is ruined forever. That's a good way to never want to iron again. Like, I'd rather wear wrinkly clothes than have my favorite shirt get destroyed because I tried to iron it.
Yes. So if I'm going to predict that we're going to see a lot of focus on the deal itself, because ironing, like, there's only so many things you can iron in this world, right? So I imagine if they push the demo a lot, they'll get into curtains and like other than clothes. Like this is not going to be just for clothes. I'd love to see somebody use it on couches because just because I never used garment steamers doesn't mean I've never had one. I do have one that I use for couches that like because just the pet hair is crazy. Like you need you got to get something to get that off. So yeah, those are the things I'm thinking for the demo. But I imagine from what we've seen of people taking the easy way on these kinds of pitches is that it's going to be like ironing some clothes, focusing on the deal, and getting out of there.
Let's find out.
So, all right. So we'll go ahead and bring up our first pitch. Right, meow. Is it muted? It is. Is it starting?
I wonder if we're going to get travelability.
Steamer iron.
Can you hear it?
50% off.
Yeah.
Jack and Rose came out with their brand new steamer iron, and it's 50% off today with free shipping. Tap that cart right there. That's going to automatically unlock that discount. That deal does end soon, though, so I would tap that cart quick, lock in that deal before it goes away for good. Jack and Rose came out with their brand new steamer iron.
I'm already mad.
50% off.
So mad. Why don't people do demos?
I'm already mad.
Why don't we have any demoing whatsoever? No use cases. No product value, no feature benefits, no listing, no patter. Just like, we got a discount. You're going to want it. Here you go. Hey. Get the fuck out of here.
You got a discount.
Who's saving money today, baby?
So the product in question that we're looking at here is the Jack and Rose 2-in-1 steam iron enclosed steamer, handheld portable garment wrinkle remover, fast heat up, large sole plate, 150 milliliter water tank, lightweight for home travel and Christmas gifts. That is the title of the product. Search engine optimization is well in effect. Over the last 28 days, they have sold 29.4 thousand units. It has a 1.1 total gross GMV. Only 1.3 thousand shoppable videos. The price is $29.99, marked down from $59.99 currently, and a 7% commission rate at this moment. So that's what we're working with right now. But
we're just going off of the assumption that someone has this in their Amazon cart for $59.99. They see you on TikTok Shop and you go, "Oh, you're gonna get a discount. Go buy it now." But like, what a small net to cast, man. Like, someone only the people who are already aware of this product and the price that it is and looking for a discount on it.
This is what we've seen a lot of. It's one guy with his face. His face is taking up the entire frame. His face is taking up the entire frame. He's moving the product in and out, like just terrible handling. He did
like
articulate.
Hokey. You put your product in, you put your product out, you put your product in, and you shake it all about. Sorry, I'm fired up already.
I can tell. And those stats are brought to you by Fastmoss, fastmoss.com. They have, I don't know what their sale is right now, but you should check them out. If you are curious at all, like even if you just go to Fastmoss and get the basic plan, because they have a free version. It's not entirely robust, but if you are a content creator and you are selling things on TikTok, like you need to know what's trending up so you can catch it at the right time. And you also need to know, like, if there are thousands and thousands of shoppable videos, maybe your strategy would be this. But even if it is this, you don't need a minute-long video. You need a variety of short videos to reach that saturation point. So a little bit of a tangent here, but just for our content creators, because we are growing. People are checking out our profile and viewing us, and we appreciate you. Welcome. If you see the strategy would be that if you see that there are like 1.3 thousand shoppable videos. That is not a lot, right? For a product that is 731 in top sales, 7% commission off of $30 is not it's not a lot. That, you know, no one's going to argue that.
Not bad though.
But it's not nothing, right?
Not nothing.
And if you know that there are only 1.3 thousand shoppable videos and somebody is searching this, you have more odds of being in that pool than if there are 13,000 shoppable videos. In that case, you'd want to make a series of videos that are overall shorter, whereas this one you can make a longer single one where you truly like have the narrative of the pitch to get people engaged with that story. We talked in our last episode about retention, iteration, and all those parts of your pitch. So check out that episode as well if you want to like dive into like the actual structure of how you should put your pitch together. But right now, talking about irons, talking about this pitch, it sucks, and I don't like it.
All right, I think you just wrapped it up with a bow, bro.
I have had coffee today, so I don't want to hear it.
My newest.
All right, let's just go on to the next one. I don't really feel any need to hammer it home.
Elite employee. Your girl just got an upgrade. The way I was so excited when I took this thing out of the package. It only takes 15 seconds for her to get up to speed. It's adjustable. It's super lightweight. It only weighs 1.5 pounds. Look at this thing. I just hit the button, y'all. It comes with a little traveling bag, a little stand. If you don't want to stand and steam, you can lay her down like this, and you can turn her this way. It comes with 3 different settings, low, high, and dry. She ready. You can take her on trips, throw her in your suitcase, $49.99. Go and get you one. My newest elite employee. Your girl just got an upgrade.
Just because it stood out to me, I'm going to start with, for some reason, I really like the personification. Like, I like that she's a her, that she's an executive assistant, that like, all that was really cute, clever, struck a chord with me, differentiated a little bit. It was nice.
Yeah, it definitely speaks to the value. That is one of the things that we've talked about too, of like, if you can layer in value without directly stating it, you are grabbing and putting them in because you're putting them in the mindset of somebody that has an executive assistant, right? Like,
Yeah.
so I loved that touch. I absolutely did. Yeah. Is that all you had?
I mean, I was going to let you. Usually, I try to take the spotlight a little too soon, so I was figuring maybe I'd let you go this time.
Oh, Peter.
Yeah. I care.
Do I have it? I don't have an awe.
It's because I care. Please don't get wrapped up in the sound cues. Do not get wound up in the sound cues. Okay, stay in the moment. Stay in the moment.
I wanted the studio audience to go, "Aw." We are filming this live in front of a studio audience.
11 minutes later, Steven's
let us hear you.
If I just download this one.
No, that's not the right one. I've already found it. I'm still like,
yeah. The awe isn't enough.
Okay, the video. Like, I agree. I agree with what you were saying. It adds the value into it. I got excited about the demo starting, and then it didn't quite manifest. They used it. They talked about it steaming up quickly, but I didn't see the demo in the way they were envisioning it.
So here's where someone with good charisma, good instinct could do with like learning the technical aspects of a pitch.
Right.
Like that green dress, for example. Like, if she left one side super wrinkled, first off, she's got to wrinkle the fuck out of that a whole lot more. But then, like, if she left one side wrinkly and just was able to give a 1 or a 2 stroke down the center of the one side of the dress,
Yeah.
and show the contrast on the wrinkly to not wrinkly. That would be enough. Laying it down and going to the ironing board, fine. And then like she's showing how you're going to use it, but there's no patter happening. There's no like,
yeah,
you're going to use this on your dresses and your pants and your this and your that. And it doesn't just end with clothes. Your executive assistant's here to clean up your, you know, to straighten out your curtains and your this and your that and your sheets. And like everything's going to be pressed perfectly when using this. And it starts instantly. Like you see that the steam is coming out and I just pushed the button. Like that's a good moment, but she didn't get anywhere with it because she didn't make it stand out with her inflection and her tone and like setting it up as a punchline to a patter.
Yeah. Okay.
So like all these little technical things where when you see a guy like we've got to learn his name, or I have to learn his name, the wine guy. Like when you see a guy like him work,
Peter,
it's like,
I think it's Peter actually.
Oh, perfect. Then I'll never forget it. When you see a guy like Peter with the wine work, everything is designed like that. Every word that comes out of his mouth is unwasted. And there, right. and that like the tone behind it, the inflection points in like the way the patter comes out of his mouth are all calculated. Nothing is not by design. Yeah. And now like I don't think that you need to do that all the time in order to have a good pitch. As we've said before, being authentic is definitely the number one. And we've seen people who are technically unsound that rock. But when you're on the cusp like this, where it's like, oh, she's like a cute person. She has a good personality. It seems like she means well. There's like a nice authenticity about her, but I probably wouldn't buy that thing from her. It's sort of like the way I received it personally. And I think that if she had layered a little bit more technical prowess into that particular pitch, both in how she demoed and what she was saying and how she said it, that could have just elevated it over the fence where you're like, whoa, that was really awesome. Like I might buy that.
We need to introduce. Okay, I'm pitching an idea to you. We need to so you think
good live, baby. Here we go.
Yeah, behind the scenes, we're fine. We're whiteboarding this as we go. We will fly this plane. We'll build this plane as we fly it. You know, we can hang out outside of this. Anyway,
I love you so much.
We won't, but we could. Here's the scale I'm proposing. So you think you can pitch grading scale. Ready? Like people that were not thinking about the product at all. They see your pitch, and through the pitch, you convince them to buy it, right? People that are shopping for this type of product and you convince them to buy this one. People that are shopping for this product and you convince them to buy from you, or people that just like this is like the first one of like, I am hoping that you, like you said, have this in your cart and are looking for an excuse to buy, and you come across this video and something about the urgency grabs you. Because I think like I would actually like the structure to build on what you said, like this, I would want her to have a structure and a narrative in the demo, but I wouldn't want her to have a script because I don't like her personality. Her engagement is 10 out of 10. I like no notes, right? But like we kept going back and forth about like going how quick the steam, like once you've made the point that the steamer gets ready quickly, like once you message, hang up the phone, right? So like executive assistant, love that. Product demo, like you said, like like some sort of before and after for the contrast. And another thing behind the scenes is the way to do that in stores. What we would do is we would actually spray starch on one side of a shirt and like crinkle it so it's stuck, so it stays sticky. And you go like, this iron doesn't, if you wanted to do like this iron doesn't work, ours, no problem. And then you have the two things. And then so it's like So for the pitch itself, for the demo, is like that's where I want the narrative element of like executive assistant helping you go through your day. You go, oh, we got no time. Be ready. Love that bit. I loved that moment. That's a standout moment. And then go through. That's where you go through, like you said, the value propositions of like shirts, dresses, curtains, cuts, blah, like, and you just do, and then it's like demo, jam with the price.
I also wonder. I agree with everything you just said, and also I had this secondary thought because I know most of our audience, most of the folks that we're seeing make these pitches are using a tripod. But if you had a second, like a shooter filming, I wonder what type of boost in engagement you would get from little like fourth wall break moments. Like if, for example, she had the second shooter and she said, you're going to want to zoom on in for a second right here. Watch me push the button and the steam comes right out. And she got like this zoom moment for that and then was back out. Like, because we've seen a lot of that in like the videos of old school infomercials. And I don't think that everything that those old school infomercials were doing is obsolete. I think a lot of it is obsolete and tacky, but like they were selling shit over the phone through TV because it psychologically worked, not because it was the 90s. So like, are there opportunities? I pose the question to our audience, write to us at soyouthinkyoukcanpitch@gmail.com. Are there opportunities for modern day TikTok influencers and affiliate marketers to use techniques that were ironed out to be very successful in like old school infomercials, like the OG infomercials of the past?
Well, and what techniques have worked for you, right? If you saw if you saw a boost or more engagement in something, like definitely like let us know. We are, we have experience, but like we said in the last episode, like we are just at a point on the journey. We are not gurus on top of a mountain by any means. No matter what I like to tell myself in the mirror in the morning.
We do lead every episode by saying we're the best of the best, but that does not mean we believe that entirely or that the journey is complete.
That's what I'm saying is like, we could do circles around these people, but like that doesn't mean that there's nothing to learn. And there are people that have more or less engagement. That's not the important point. But what I was thinking when you were bringing that up, I not only do I think you're absolutely right, but if like editing video is daunting to you, then set up your presentation such that you don't have to, right? Like if you don't want to do the cut in, then at least have a darker backdrop to what you're filming so that when you hit the button and the steam comes out, there is a contrast between the steam and the background. Because her video, she had a lighter background. I couldn't necessarily I could see that steam was coming out, but you want to make it look like a lot of steam is coming out as opposed to diminishing how much is coming out. So
like pour some water in the dry ice while you push the button, that kind of thing.
No. Saying add effects. Come on, Peter. That's not fair. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to you.
All right.
It would look awesome.
I expect more. It certainly would.
It would look great.
It wouldn't look like steam, though.
That's fair.
If you had a black background, the cloud would pop more, right?
That's true. That's true. I guess all you need is a black background.
And a light. Ring lights are not expensive. You can get them.
Got one right here.
They're blinding me.
All right. Moving on. Good job.
Moving on.
Wait, what was her name? Let's give her a quick kudos. I did overall like it. Does she have stats? Do we know what her life is like?
Char is love. ITSCHAR is love. Sherry's love. I don't know.
Don't try to figure it out because you're going to offend
too
somebody.
old.
Just read the stats.
The first. Okay, yeah. So household cleaners, wellness supplements, and perfume sets. She has sold 2.1 thousand units over the last 28 days.
Okay.
Average video view is 11.3 thousand. She has 142,000 followers. So this kind of aligns with what we were saying. What she's doing is working. It is engaging. It is.
Yeah.
I mean, the numbers don't lie, right? If we want to go, we want to take that to the next level. Those are the steps. But our first video was showing the deals.
I mean, he did do that. In fairness, he did show a deal.
Right.
So.
He has sold 211 units in the past 28 days.
That tracks.
His product categories are toolkits, power accessories, and blowers. I would see a lot more credibility coming from those. 3.3 thousand followers. I'm butchering her name, and I apologize. So it's Sheris Love is the ID because the creator information is showing her name is Sherry, spelled Charis. Way to go. You're crushing it. You certainly don't need my approval.
But if you want it, message us at so you think you pitch at gmail.com. We'll give you an outline to follow.
That is,
you're gonna love it.
If you want our approval, message us. I'm gonna take this banner down. What is your personal email address? If you want approval and your thoughts on Peter asking for your approval, I'm gonna give out your personal email address right now. Hold on, let me look it up. I'm just kidding. Okay, let's take a look.
Later, do you want me to send out your professional email or your personal email? Should I give them your website too?
I found this one you don't use anymore. Should we use that?
Are we using the Yahoo account or the Hotmail account?
I lost the tab. What happened? No.
I see someone who appears ready to pitch something. I'm not sure what.
Yeah, I lost the tab.
Here we go, y'all. We're testing out this Jack and Rose steamer. Okay, y'all see this skirt? Do y'all see the wrinkles in this skirt? This is a long maxi skirt. It is so freaking wrinkly. Okay, I'm gonna layer on down. Layer down. Of course, I'm wearing the dress where my damn butt crack is just about hanging out. I did not do that on purpose. Okay. Test her out here. Test her on out. Am I in there? Okay. Jeez. Yeah, I'm in there all right. I might need. We were so rudely interrupted. Okay, let's see. Turned her on. What do I do? Y'all see me? I mean, I'm not sure how this works yet. Okay,
no, I'm out.
Oh, it's working. Ah! Whoa. Okay, this is the Jack and Rose steamer. It just yelled at me a little bit. That was scary. Look. One of my biggest fears is lightning and electricity and anything that involves water and why is it doing that? Water and electricity scares the shit out of me. I don't like that this thing has water in it and it's plugged into a wall and I'm actually getting a little, now my heart's racing and shit. I don't like that it keeps hissing at me.
Peter.
What the hell? That's supposed to do that? Okay, that's a little scary. I'm also scared that my junk's hanging out. Okay, let me tell y'all real quick. Y'all don't need to watch me iron this whole thing.
I will not.
See from the top. Let me show y'all the top. That was super duper wrinkled. Go on and hiss, Missy. See, look at that. Look how fast the wrinkles, I'm talking about this top part, compared to that. These things are amazing. I have the other one. Yeah, that thing works. I'll show y'all. Remember how wrinkly it is for before and after. Okay, hold on. Whoa. Wow, this thing works. I just did that whole freaking maxi skirt in less than 2 minutes. Look at the difference. I hope that's the way I'm supposed to set that thing down, though. Oh, she's making noise. think it's supposed to hiss. Watch, it'll hiss. Ah! Okay. Whoa! Whoa! What the fuck? Am I not supposed to lay it down? Oh my god. How do I set this damn thing? Let me turn her off. Shit's scaring me. Whoo! Can't breathe. Y'all see the difference? I mean, it's one of those skirt. Of course, I picked a skirt that is supposed to be wrinkly. You know what I mean? It's like pleated. See the difference? So, do y'all remember what the hell this thing looked like? All the way down? Okay. That thing is awesome. I'm scared to death of water and electricity. So, I'm a little sketchy about it because it's going, but it works really good. I'll link it. Bye, y'all. All right, here we go, y'all. We're testing out this Jack and Rose steamer. Okay, y'all see this skirt?
I'm never getting that 150 seconds back, am I?
Oh, Peter.
Oh God, I just can't.
No.
Steven, could you run us through the numbers, because I need to know immediately what types of results that renders.
You don't want to weigh in to see if you're right or
I
wrong?
don't. I've already weighed in. I've weighed in.
Okay. So this
sometimes
is
no response is a response. You know what I mean?
This is user Natty McTatty 1981. 1.8 thousand units sold in the past 28 days. Product category is bras, jeans, and t-shirts. 70.3 thousand followers, so that's a great. She has an engagement rate of 3.15, which is an amazing engagement rate. And frankly, Sherry had 5.8% engagement rate, and the first one had 0.47% engagement rate. Now, I have a lot of thoughts about the pitch itself. However, I mean, she had me. She
was so real. Like there was nothing.
Exactly.
She was so real. There was not one air to her whatsoever. Like I believe that she is exactly like that in real life. And if she's not, then that was one hell of an act. Like, like 10 out of 10 for authenticity. And we keep going back to it. Authenticity is like the big thing. So I get that part. But like my whole thought process as I was watching that was, please don't demo a steamer. Like, why did she choose to do that? Except for the fact that maybe this is popular right now, or she's like, oh, I already do jeans and shirts. Why wouldn't I do the thing that steams them? Like,
sure.
Did she purposefully pick something that doesn't look good steamed even? Or was that just like part of the act, part of the gimmick? Like, I don't know what's real or not real as far as the pitch itself goes. I believe she is real, but like, I don't know what to believe as far as like, is she playing the idiot savant and hoping that people buy from it? Or was that her really like fumbling first time through a pitch of a product that she fucking knows absolutely nothing about and has never used before in her life? And she's just like, normally I show off bras and now I'm showing off jeans and we're going to see what happens. Or now I'm showing off steamers and we're going to see what happens. Like, I just don't know.
Yeah, it is.
From the perspective of what we're here to do, that was insufferable.
Okay. I will gently disagree.
Yes, I love it.
Because like you can't. Okay, let me answer it this way. Do I think technically it's a strong sales pitch? Absolutely not. Do I think it's an effective sales pitch? Absolutely, I do. This is the same thing like when we were doing Hydro Jugs. We had, Gym Girl focusing like in her lane specifically. I see also what I say, okay. This is a very high level content creator adding sales pitches to their repertoire, right? And I have a feeling that people follow her for just the overall
the content,
content. And if you have that following and you know who your following is, you are speaking directly to them. And I don't think she did that ineffectively. If I'm putting that to the side and talking about the sales pitch itself, yeah, there are like the before and after is there, but also like there was a demo, the slipshod nature, and it's like, and that's what, like, to your point of like, if this is an act, it is an amazing one of like getting startled by the steam. Like, I'm like, that certainly is making the point that it's a powerful steamer, right? You know, she did it on her bed. You know, so God. It's like it's like all of the things that like added to the value and helped with the demo were almost there by accident.
Yeah, but I wonder if it was accidental or not. It has to be. It has to be an accident. I can't imagine it.
I didn't get the sense that she was putting on it.
Me neither. No.
So,
but if she was,
no notes. Bravo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously, you know, the devil's in the details, and in this case, those details are numbers, and she is wildly successful at sales. Now, again, just to remind our listeners, like we are not the amount of research it would take to like drill in to see how many of each specific product they sold would require me having a personal assistant. Because you have to like get all the way into their numbers and like get the actual, because you can't, like, Fastmoss, hear me, I need a search field in the content creator stats. So when I drill down into their products, I just see the products listed by order of sale, not by what the specific product is. So like everybody has so many products that they're selling. God, her accent brought my accent back. Like when we met in, what was it, like 2008? Was my accent still bad, or was it?
No,
was I mostly
you
over it? Okay.
You had gone to theater school. You had lived in Italy.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have any accent at all. The only reason why you're even like getting a little bit of it right now is because you've been in Tennessee for more than a week.
Lord have mercy, I know.
Bless your heart, Peter. Bless your heart.
Bless your little heart. The other time that I would always get it back would be if I would talk, like if I was somewhere else and I'd call home and talk to like my sisters.
Like, oh yeah, if I talk to my mom, it's immediately like, "Hey Ma, you doing? Gabagool."
Yeah, absolutely. But overall, I am completely entertained by that pitch. So it's like I can't really even.
I'm taking a
pleading the fifth.
No. I was frustrated and judgmental and critical about like the technical aspects of it, right?
Sure.
Like that's the first thing I'm kind of looking at, and I'm like what? Like my question was, I believe there are so many other pitches you could be doing that you're really good at. Why are you pitching this product that you have no idea what you're doing with? Or like what? Like why'd you even pick the damn thing up? You know, like, but to your, I do like what you said about this. This is a content creator that's stepping into pitching. She knows her audience. She knows who she's talking to. She's talking to them directly. And there is something clever about an idiot savant style pitch that makes you go, oh gosh, like if that woman can get away with using it, I certainly can. Like she can barely, she's scared of the damn thing. Like she doesn't even know how to use it. Like she doesn't even know what she's holding and how great it is. Like, so in that regard, I guess that there's a bit of value, and she was absolutely entertaining. There's no doubt about that. So
yeah,
that's my final thought there. But I don't know, man. Like, if you're gonna make the video, at least, like, wouldn't you like just fucking open the box and take a look at the damn thing first? Like, just 5-10 minutes beforehand. Like, just
no, she wouldn't. No, she wouldn't.
And you're like, and that's the beauty of it, Peter. Like,
this is what is like, if and I will say, like, if you were trying to affect this act, you better come correct, because there is just like, and the reason I think it's successful is that it is not an act, because I feel like if it were, we would see through it. Like, anybody would see through it. I don't think they would have the following that they have. I don't think they would have nearly the numbers that they have if it was truly an affectation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
all right,
moving on.
Thank you for your authenticity.
Yeah. Moving right on.
A steam iron that gets the wrinkles out of your clothes, heats up really quick, and doesn't get water all over them when you're steaming them. I love this steamer by Jack and Rose because it heats up in 15 seconds, and when you're steaming, this gets hot and you can use it as an iron, or you can turn the steam off and just use it as a dry iron, just like that. So it's a regular iron. It's super lightweight. It's like 1.5 pounds, so you can travel with it. Comes with this cute little travel case, so you can just throw it down into the bag, take it wherever you want. And it comes with this cooling rack thing, so when it's hot like it is now, you could literally just set it on there and let it cool off. And all you have to do is push this little button right here, and this whole entire container comes out, and you fill this part up with water, and then you just slide it right back in. This is how you use it. You turn the power on, it'll start to flash, dry, high, and low. Now that it's not flashing, you literally put it on low or high, and then you start steaming. It's that quick. Look how wrinkly this sweatshirt is. I'm gonna steam it and show you how well it works. Watch. Look at that. It literally took the wrinkles right out, and it's not wet. I love this steam iron so much. I've been looking for one to replace my big bulky one because I was so tired of lugging that thing out of the closet. Now I have this little tiny one. I can take it anywhere with me. I'm going to link it down below right there, guys. If you hit that orange shopping cart, you can snatch you one. I highly, highly suggest to get it. And also, just so you know, it is on sale. I finally found a steam iron that gets the wrinkles out of your clothes, heats up really quick, and doesn't get water all over them when you're steaming them. I love this steamer by Jack and Rose because it heats up in 15.
Yeah. Don't shake the product, but yeah.
I mean, overall, I was mostly happy with that.
That's about as sound as we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Patter was good. Demo was there. I got the travel component. I actually know how to use the fucking thing. Like, the amount of videos that we've seen where people are doing product demos, or they're showing product, and I don't know how to fucking turn the thing on. Like, that's. Do you remember the gloves? We spent like 6 videos trying to figure out what the fucking button on the gloves were. Like, this girl's showing us like how the water goes in, like, well, but the buttons are pressed. You turn it this way for steamer, turn it this way for iron. Like, I understand how to use the product. I can envision myself using it. I got a demo of it. I love the patter at the end. I love like the hand urgency without having to like be urgent in the voice. Click the link, like this move followed by click the link below. Like, that was really solid. I think she could do like a little bit of editing and angles if I'm getting nitpicky. Like, there's something to be said for like the angle at which the video was shot, even if it was just a little higher up and coming down on her like this. I think that could have been a little bit helpful, just because she got in the way of her own handling a few times. Like, I didn't know if I was looking at her or the product, and that can be problematic. But I'm starting to get nitpicky now, like shaking the product, like what's your camera angle? Like, these are, you know, like secondary, tertiary tier critiques. Like, overall, this is very strong.
Yeah, I got worried at the beginning with that, what you said, like like leaning into the camera and shaking the product at me.
I thought we were doing the hokey pokey again.
I was like, ooh, this is gonna, but then very much redeemed. Well, I can't decide if it was a smart or bad decision to do the demo on a heather gray hoodie in which you couldn't see the wrinkles on it. Like I would, and this is nitpicky. Like
I'm
I
gonna
would
say
say
it was a bad decision because she time-lapsed the iron, which means she could have gotten every single fucking wrinkle out of anything that she showed that was wrinkly. So she should have picked the most obvious wrinkly thing and made it perfect to perfection. Like I didn't get the wow moment out of the demo that I should have, especially after the time-lapsed iron. Like we sat and watched that for 4 or 5 seconds on a time lapse, which is pretty long for a time lapse. And then it was like, oh, it is nominally better. And you're hugging it. So I guess that means it's good.
Yep, absolutely. Let me see. This is Holly.
We like Holly. That's great.
Holly Roquemore 1 has sold 1.6 thousand units in the last days with only 28.4 thousand followers.
Yeah, that's a good turn.
It is a good turn, but her engagement rate on the videos itself is 0.95. So it's not as strong of an engagement rate, but so that means the people that are engaging are buying. So
yes, but that also means that the engagement rate is low. And I feel like what we're learning as we go through these TikTok videos is that the rule number 1 is be absolutely yourself without any errors. If we think about the 5% from 2 videos before, the 3.8% engagement that we got from the woman that was not technically sound but totally authentic, this girl's definitely being herself, but she has technique here. Like there's some prowess to what she's doing, and it's calculated. You can tell. And I wonder if in that calculation, are you always going to sacrifice engagement on this platform because the people that are here are looking first and foremost for authenticity, and that's where they're going to put their attention? Like, I wonder.
Okay.
Do you hear someone with that canned voice? Like, oh my God, don't scroll. You're going to love this. And that's just enough to be like, fuck this, I'm scrolling. Like, is that the definition is that the definition of losing engagement? Because the woman beforehand, her lead in was just like, I'm just me and I'm going to start this thing and you're going to love it. And, oh, is my ass hanging out? Oh, sorry. Sometimes that happens because I wear a muumuu everywhere. Like, and again, like, I'm not saying it in a negative way. I'm like, this was like the style. It was almost like the comedians that kind of go up and like have that like low key energy to them, but they're making everybody laugh,
Yeah.
Like how Mitch Hedberg used to be. Like he would just like almost like fall asleep on the mic, but you're laughing.
Well, that was the heroine, but yeah.
I didn't say what it was. I just did, Peter.
But then I did because I have autism. But the point, but what you're articulating that I think is very, very important is like, especially Mitch Hedberg using that as an example, is that like he is so authentically himself in spite of, you know what I mean? It's like, what was the other example I was watching the documentary on? Stevie Ray Vaughan, right? Like another person that has problematic, that a lot of people will make this correlation of like, there's a predisposition to fall into that lifestyle if you are like, quote unquote, a genius. But it's like, no, that's in spite of, not because of, right? Is that they are so authentically themselves, they can't navigate around it, right? And the people that do that with confidence, like our friend Natty McTaddy, and like I felt that this person was very authentic. Adding in the product stuff was like, if you're going to add them in, you might as well add them in with good technique. If you are going to just be yourself, so it's sort of like you are putting this video up for commission. So there's an objective to the video, regardless as to whether or not you're being your authentic self. So you can practice and what things that help you, be the version of yourself that is going after the objective, right? So I that's just a long-winded way of agreeing with you, frankly. All right, one more, last one. Let's wrap this thing up. Land this plane here.
If you were tempted to buy the
Oh, and I should note, like there have been 2 of these videos where there's like either there's a newer version of this product and an older version, or travel size and full size, but they seem to have the same. I think it's the newer version of the product. So, but that doesn't affect the pitching. So.
Jack and Rose steamer, but never quite got around to it, then this is going to be of interest to you, because this is the brand new Jack and Rose steamer. It's been completely redesigned. It's even cheaper than the last one. The sole plate's more than twice the size, and it'll cut through your ironing like a knife through butter. Watch this. Switch the steam on. With a redesigned sole plate, it goes in both directions. So not only can you go this way and that way, you can go sideways, up and down, left and right, whichever way you want to do your ironing. I've linked to it below, so grab one and thank me later. If you were tempted to buy the Jack and Rose steamer, but never quite got around to it, then this is going to be of interest.
Short and sweet.
I wanted more. Whenever they have an accent like that, I always want more.
Well, I wanted more, and I wanted it better, frankly.
Yeah, much better. I was expecting something far more refined from a man with that voice, and I did not receive it.
Yeah, I actually did not get. I actually don't have stats on him. Let me research. Let me redo the search, I should say, because I think he should be on there, right? No. Okay, no stats. So either he doesn't sell a lot, or he's branching into it. Either way, good for him.
Yeah, good job taking a risk.
I don't. This is one of those points that, especially in sales pitching, and I understand this is coming from a guy who did like live infomercials in stores and fairs and all over the place. But Peter and I were top, so we were among the top in the company. So with that sort of context, gimmicks don't work well enough to rely on them. So if you are making a point that an iron is omnidirectional, you need to readjust your cognitive capacity such that you exist in the real world. Because all irons work omnidirectionally. Because on account of your hand, because if your hand can move in a direction, the iron will work in that direction. Email your thoughts at so you think you can.
Steven, I feel like that part bugged you a little bit. Did it?
Just the tiniest of amounts.
Did it? Did it happen to?
It's like, do you remember that guy? And we're not going to say his name, obviously, but do you remember that guy that we were pitching with that used to say the scissors were self-sharpening?
Oh, yes. That guy. And not only did no one understand what that meant, like half the audience didn't understand what it meant, and the other half of the audience knew it was bullshit. And both categories did not help the pitch whatsoever.
It actively hurt the pitch. You're working against yourself at that point.
And it was happening in the jam too. He's jamming with it. He's like,
yes,
these are the shears you're going to get, and they're self-sharpening, and you're going to love them, and you get them for free, and you got to let me know right now. And in the final throws of the pitch, you've confused or pissed off like at least 40% of your audience. And you're like, all right, now what are you going to do, buddy? But I mean,
that type of thing will never not bother me, especially when it's one thing if I think the person is regurgitating information, and I can, like, especially in training situations where I'd be like, hey, just so you know, that's not a thing. Like you can't simultaneously sharpen and cut things, right? It's just not something that current technology has addressed. And and if their answer was like, oh, well, I just heard so and so, and I go, ah, okay, well,
Cool. Let's
and then
nip
they
that in the
stop.
bud right now. Yeah, great. We're done.
I have made so many mistakes in my life out of ignorance. I have no judgment, right? But but I remember when you would ask this individual, like, hey, like, could you like take that out, because you're like, not only are you making a claim that the product doesn't do, but you know it doesn't do that, and you're just trying to bump your numbers, right? And it's like, I mean, there was like active resistance of getting like, and I was like, okay, well, then I don't know what to tell you. Like,
I mean, this iron goes in all directions: forward, backward, right, left.
it's bi-directional steam.
It's bi-directional steam. Now, here's the thing. If he had continued with any kind of demo showing the wrinkles out of the sheet, talking about other like patterning differently, having a better close, like done anything else besides just that one terrible thing, there may have been a like room to be like, okay, this is better than just that one thing. Like we could forego that one thing based on the other stuff we saw. But it was just that one terrible thing, and then he was like, buy it, and disappeared.
Yes. If and like, this is how nitpicky I'm going to be. If he had just said they've added steam nozzles in multiple directions to cut down on your ironing time. Great.
Yeah.
Great. More steam, less effort. Got it. But like, if you're
more
saying
steam,
that,
less effort. Yes, that's what belongs in this pitch.
Yeah. But now it works in every direction. It's like, I will punch you in the mouth. Like,
so does my hand.
It works towards your
in
face.
Every direction. Away from your face.
Oh, we're having fun. So, oh, okay. Final thoughts on irons before we do our final thought video.
More steam, less effort, man. That's
more steam, less effort. So, but I think what this product and these pitches brought to light is conveying that authentic emotional message to connect with your audience remains king. And not only remains king, but can be effective, because we've seen it. We've certainly seen it.
Yeah, despite being technically unsound. Yes.
Yes. And we've seen it before where personality sort of carried the day, but they were still within the structure of a pitch. Whereas this person was handed a product and just was themselves, and it was completely effective. So it was interesting. It was just interesting to see that. And there is an interesting point that I think might be worth exploring later, where if you get to a certain level of followership, you can get away with a lot less technique. And and I think that can be a hindrance. Not to like your overall living, but to the overall peak of what your potentiality is. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Would you sell this?
Would I sell the steamers?
And we need a name for our scale that I invented, or we need to flush it out more and then name it.
Yeah, we could come up with a rubric.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
look forward to that.
Yeah.
So you think
if you have any ideas for our rubric, you can send it to us at soyouthinkofpitch@gmail.com. Would I pitch this? I would pitch this. I can envision pitching this. I think you pull it up on Amazon. You have it like up on a tablet, like in the Amazon app. Right now it's $65. So you just like have that on a tablet that's face down where no one can see it. You gather your group, you do the demo. You've got a shirt that very clearly is super duper wrinkly. You steam one side of it. Great for travel, this and that. I push the button, steam's coming out right away. Look right here. More steam means less effort. Ba, 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 ba. Maybe you do something else in the demo. Good pattern. You're going to use this on your jeans, your shirts. It's safe on sweaters, safe on all delicate fabrics. You can use it on curtains, etc., etc., etc. And then you're going to go right into your commercial. Usually flip the iPad. These are $65. You can see it right here on Amazon. Super easy. That's the price. They don't cut that price. That's as cheap as you can get it anywhere, including Amazon. But today in the store,
but if you, yeah,
we're actually going to cut that price in half for you. For those of you that purchase right here in the store today, super special. You're going to get it for just $29.99. You bring it right up to the registers, and they come in these boxes here. You go boom, 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 boom. And if it was a TikTok video, I think I would even still do the iPad bit, where I pull up the iPad, zoomed in. $65 on Amazon. Today, they're discounted at least 50%. Click the link below to see the exact price.
Yeah. Oh, and you brought up this question earlier, and I think one of the solutions that came to mind as I was thinking about it, of like, because you can't say like for today only, because you don't, when they're seeing this video, you can't, for the next 2 days, whatever. But you could say like, at the time we recorded this video, at the time I'm recording this, the current deal is this. Once they get through the deal supply, whatever your jam is there.
Yeah. I don't even think you need to. I don't even think you need to do that. That could be implied, right?
Okay.
Well, like it makes logical sense the way that you're saying it.
Yeah.
But if you suck that out of it, if you just distill it down to at the time of this recording, the discount is X. There's almost an implication that you don't know when or if.
Okay.
Right.
That's a good note.
Depending on like how you say that. Like at the time of the recording, the discount is at least 50% what you see on Amazon, $29.99. Click the link below to see if it's still there.
That brought up something in my mind as well, of like, even us being where we were in our like sales rankings and all of that stuff. How often did you call people for like, if something wasn't working, how quick were you to call and get advice and like notes?
I would say probably 3 was my lucky number. If I had 3 pitches in a row, that was like my 3 strikes you're out rule.
Okay.
Like if I couldn't figure it out in 3, I was calling somebody. Because you would do like 8 to 10 in a day. So 3 was almost halfway through your day. If you still hadn't kind of cracked into something by then, like not only was it good to just call someone and get a second opinion, but it was also good to call someone and just like get out of your negative headspace and just like chat with someone who understood what it was like to pitch in a store and could give you a chuckle, make you laugh, and kind of get you out of whatever funk you were in.
Threaten to stuff you in a mason jar.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Inside joke. Peter, I don't know if I have the ability to fit you inside of a mason jar, but I will try.
Yeah. Words you said to me before we were friends.
Words that have been said. That's what made us friends. Don't act. Okay. All right. Final thoughts. We had a lot of positive response to the old school infomercials. So we are going to end until we run out of fun old infomercials. Here's your moment of the day.
Meatballs.
But you hate frying them on the stove. It's so messy. Plus, they soak in all that oil, grease, and fat. Then you're gonna love the 2-in-1 Perfect Meatball Pan. The hassle-free way to make delicious meatballs that never sit in fat. Watch. Just prepare any meatball recipe. Place them on our custom aerating roasting grid and pop them in the oven. No oil, no turning, no mess. The magic? Each meatball is suspended in air, allowing it to drain off excess fat and bake evenly, 360 degrees around. Presto! Cooked all at once, rows of perfectly round meatballs ready to eat. So tender you can cut them with a playing card. Plus, the non-stick roasting pan collects unwanted fat and keeps it from your diet. You choose fried and greasy or baked and
my
tasty.
gosh.
And check this out. It now turns into the perfect lasagna pan too. Forget
No.
it falls apart. Just insert this amazing slice and serve divider. Then bake so each piece cooks evenly with seared edges so it won't slide apart. Serve perfect portions of vegetable lasagna, breakfast casserole, or yummy bread pudding. It's like having 2 pans in one. Plus, it's all dishwasher safe. Why spend $150 on 2 pans when you can
Why?
get in one perfect meatball pan with lasagna divider and recipe book for just $40. But wait, call now and
There's
we'll
more.
cut the price in half to just $19.95. And there's more. Smart shoppers receive this quick prep
Slap chop.
processing and handling. Chop, mince, slice, or dice for perfect meatballs and lasagna. You get the perfect meatball pan, lasagna divider, food chopper, and recipe book. A whopping $70 value, all for just $19.95. Call now. Does your family love meatballs, but you hate frying them
Dude,
on
what's the
stove?
number?
It's
Oh, wait, what's this called? That's even still available, actually.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Meatball.
to just and there's more.
Meatball
Smart
pan.
shoppers receive this.
Is it the meatball pan?
I don't know.
No.
Meatball pan with rack. It's just a roasting pan with a rack. There's not one that's
all it is. No, I want the one with the
that's all it ever was.
That's all it ever was. That's all it ever will be.
Now turns into the perfect lasagna pan. Lasagna pan. Plate.
I want the name, the actual name of the product.
Call right now. That's all you got.
We're when this show inevitably turns into Morning Zoo Radio, we will start calling these numbers on air. That's my promise.
That was wonderful.
Meatball Magic.
Meatball Magic.
Still available. Hold on.
Really?
Yeah.
Meatball Magic.
$15 now.
15?
Yeah.
Do I get slap chop with it?
No more.
Bullshit.
You get 3 storage containers, a 32-page recipe book, and the 8-piece set. Meatball Magic.
As seen on TV. Look at this.
How is your Italian heart doing right now?
It's the thing is, like, they don't go into how you're making the meatballs.
Okay.
So I was like, I would be okay using that. Like, I think when we make meatballs at home, my mom's always complaining that, like, oh, it's too oily. I care about my diet, this and that. Am I making it too fatty or whatever? Like, I got to get the lean meat. Like, she's got all these different, like, basically old wives' tales, no better way to put it, that she has in her mind as, like, how I'm going to avoid, making them unhealthy. And sometimes she'll be like, I didn't even fry the meatballs, Pete. I just baked them this time and they still taste that good. Like, it's a point of, like, pride that she didn't have to fry them in oil in order to get them to taste really good. I just think that, like, you could just fucking roast them, right? Like, you don't need a Meatball Magic thing. Like, just roast them on a roasting pan. It's elevated.
You just have a draining rack in any kind of.
But then they could roll around on that rack. With Meatball Magic, they sit perfectly in their little tiny.
They bake 360 degrees.
60 degrees. Yeah. Like a conventional.
Like, like nothing. but it did. I think I want to air fry meatballs now. I want to see how that goes. I'm going to get my Ninja
Air fryer.
Ninja air fryer and put some meatballs in there and see what the magic is. But we'll see. Neither here nor there. Well, I think we got there.
Yeah, we've gotten really good at this. I want to say goodbye this time. I don't like that we don't say goodbye.
Yeah, it's funny a couple times, but we don't want to get
It's
old.
funny every time, but this time I don't know. I'm feeling sentimental. I feel like...
Yeah, go
Thanks
ahead.
for joining us today, guys. So we think and pitch at gmail.com. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on YouTube. Message us on Gmail. Let us know what type of pitch you want us to review, or what type of pitch you want to see us do. We will see you again soon.
Whoa, hold on. I like that. Let's little. Oh, that was one thing. Like all these old infomercials add little rhymes in there.
Yeah.
For, like those little hooks.
That
what
make
pitch
you
want
want to
us
buy
to review,
or make you want to
cry? What pitch you want to review, or what pitch you want us to do? So you think you can pitch? I'm Steven. That was Peter. We'll see you next time. Woo!